They said never go near the tombs. When we were kids, they made us promise. Most tomb robbers don't come back, they said. You keep away. But we dreamed of being famous tomb robbers just the same. Coming back heroes like Ramirez, like Tobar and Salas. I even tried a few of the easier ones. It was the thrill of it, the dare. I had the knack. There was no real treasure. Forget what the stories say. There were samplings of the special domains the occupant once loved. Things to dazzle the eye, but little of value you could take. You just put your name on the wall in the final chamber and hope to get out again. When you're kids, you do things like that. Tomb 35, you avoid it at all costs. Ramirez managed it, but he was lucky, the luckiest. Nothing would have made me go near 35. But they had Carrie. They had my sister. What choice was there? Doba, I've told you, these aren't ordinary tombs. They're Taston tombs. And this is one of the most dangerous. Ramirez barely got out.
And told such stories about what he'd seen, eh, Benny? About the sleeping woman within and her special adornments and personal artifacts. Glimpses into the domains our Dormuz valued in life.
You'll keep your promise?
The moment you're past the first chamber, she goes free.
But I can't be sure of that, can I?
And that's why you'll do your best to get back out again. Now, let's save the young lady any further discomfort, shall we? Off you go.
Hey guys, this is Drakmyth, and welcome to the first true adventure game that I have played on this channel. This is Sentinel, Descendants in Time. It was also released as Realms of Illusion, and it is very much a traditional first-person adventure game in the style of Myst. So I've only played through the game once. It was a very long time ago, and I thought I would play through it again. So here we go. I think, yep.
Dormuz! You have a visitor! Hello? Dormuz? Dormuz! You have company!
Not so loud. I'm trying to sleep.
I don't believe you, Dormuz. You're a defense program.
All right. Then listen. Turn around now and I'll let you go. Promise.
I don't believe you, and I can't go back yet. Thanks all the same.
Last chance, little hunter. Do you have any idea what I have planned for you?
Please, Dormuz. These threats are useless. I have to be here.
Such an arrogant young man.
No, I have to do this. I'm protecting someone. My sister, Carrie.
Really? And that justifies an intrusion like this?
It does for me, Dormuz. It has to.
I must think about that.
Alright. So your fancy cinematic fog went away, I see. So let's check this place out. So you kind of got a little bit of an intro into the story there. It sounds like there are these tombs all over the place from this ancient civilization, and people will go down into these tombs just really to kind of explore them and see what's there. And I am all for exploration. Oh. Okay, big ghostly arrow says to go that way. So let's go check that out. Let's see. Until we actually get to the puzzles, there isn't really much to do here other than just kind of look around. This game runs on the Lithtech engine, which I believe is the same engine that Tron 2.0 ran on, and Deus Ex, I think. the original. I'm not sure about that. It's the engine that was developed by Monolith, so pretty much all of their games run on it as well. So this is a really cool place, very Uru-esque for those of you that followed the Myst franchise that far. Alright, so what have we here?
Something's not right here. She's a defense system. Ruthless. Why hasn't she just killed me outright?
Alright, so we got these 3 buttons that change symbols. Well, looks like a basic combination lock to me. And in this case... yeah, I know you want me to go over here, but I don't know the combination. Although I think this is the one puzzle I remember how to do. And if I remember right... yeah. The combination symbols are located throughout this place. So here we have kind of the bottom of a pyramid, looks like. Can I run? Doesn't look like I can run. I'm moving at a pretty good speed, though. There is something that they call jumping. I'm not entirely sure that qualifies, to be honest. Alright, so we have kind of the pyramid with the line up the center. And I think the last one is down here. So this game was made by Detalion, which unfortunately is now defunct. They did a couple other games, Schism, I believe they did. I can't actually remember any of the others. But they were big into this real-time, as opposed to node-based like Myst. Okay, so we have the triangle with the missing corner, so let's try that. These free-roaming first-person adventures, they were big into that, like I said, as opposed to the Myst-style node-based slideshow movement. And really great games. I think I've only... They didn't have too many. I think they only had maybe 5 or 6, and I only played 1 or 2 of them, but really good adventure games. Very quality. Alright, so we had a triangle missing the lower right corner, the bottom of the pyramid with the line, and then just the bottom of the pyramid. Let's try that. There we go. That one. And... ta-da!
So you think I'm just a defense program? Why not a complete uploaded personality? This is my tomb.
It's what people have told me. Your remains are here. Your personality was coded into the defense system before you died.
What a thought! I certainly feel like I'm me.
You're a simulation, a projection. You know that as well as I do. You no longer have a physical body.
Unless you count the tomb itself. But you can't be sure if this is me or not, can you? I feel like I'm me.
Of course you'd feel that way. You're programmed to identify with your original. But if you really are an uploaded personality, why put yourself in here? What sort of life can it be? Why not out in the world, in the open air? Surely...
I have my domains.
It's not the same. It can't be.
No. My worlds in here are as real as yours out there. Better in many ways. I can create whatever company I need.
You haven't created me.
No? How can you be so certain?
I...
You can't. Can you, little hunter? Perhaps you're the one who needs time to think.
So, she is going to be popping up quite a lot. Apparently, as the story goes, this is her tomb. She was a ruler in this ancient civilization. And so we just turned on a couple of these platforms here. These will take us to the different worlds that the puzzles are in. And basically the way it goes is that each of these worlds is a place that meant something to her. So I guess we'll just start with this one. I think there's 2 or 3 others that got turned on, but let's just start here. We're going to Tregit. Alright, so what do we got here? A very plant-looking place, if I remember right. This world has a lot to do with electricity, maybe? Alright. Oh, there we go. So I suspect that Dormuz is going to show up and interrupt me pretty often. We'll just kind of have to deal with that. I don't recall there being very much in the way of animation in this game. You'll have a little bit like that, but it doesn't look like... It doesn't look like any of the grass or trees are waving in the wind. I don't think we're going to see like windmills or anything like that. But, nope.
You see no ethical problem with this, do you? Breaking into my final resting place.
There's never been a time when a new culture hasn't plundered the remains of the old.
But why? There's very little you can use. A few artifacts here and there, but certainly no gold or jewels. No tech that's accessible to you. Forget the rumors, little hunter.
Stop calling me that. My name is Benny.
All right, Benny. But I'd really like to know why you do it.
What did Ramirez say when he was here?
Oh, that it's a symbolic thing. Something to do with braving the unknown. It started out as greed, one age plundering another, then became more. A rite of passage.
I guess that's it.
Really? But it's wrong. Surely you see that. The worst insult.
It's human nature, Dormuz. Curiosity. Measuring yourself against whatever tests you. Your surroundings.
But what about respect? Simple decency.
Dormuz, it never really gets to that stage in people's thinking, don't you see? Not for people leading everyday lives. It's never meant as an insult. People just forget.
Well, I think you're here because you want my secrets. Get the old Sentry Intercept talking. Risk death and injury on the chance of learning just a little more about the Taston past. And that's why I'm here. To make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay. What was I saying? Something about animations and there not being too many of them. But, the worlds and the atmospheres that Detalion created are really beautiful and amazing. They did a phenomenal job with them.
When it came to creating these sketches of my realms, Benny, I had to include the fens and marshes of Tregit.